Hello, 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 Sir David the Bard. Do I look like I'm relaxing? I'm relaxing. Have I died? No, I haven't died. Oh, all the Mormons go, oh, we thought he was dead. No, he ain't dead. He ain't dead. Pele ale. Oh God, hear the words of my mouth repeated 3 times. I'm still alive and I'm still kicking. I'm getting old, but you know what? So are you. That's one thing is common to everybody. We're all getting old. Anyway, I wanted to let you know I'm still alive. I'm going to do a commercial here before I do anything. Look up Google. Look at the first book of David. The first book of David. I finally had somebody write a book about me. It ain't the book of life as the Mormons wanted, but it's the first book of David by Levi Freud. And he called me, and I didn't want him to know my address, so I went and bought the book, and I have it. It's out on my coffee table. But anyway, he looks like he's done a good job with it. And the second book of David is coming out, and subsequent books are going to be written, evidently. So I give it my endorsement. He's done a good job with it. He's making money. I'm making zero. I have never made 1 cent off of any of these videos for the last 6 or 7 years. I refuse to take money. I've given away all my copyright and all my rights to the video. I believe that truth should be gotten for free. The Mormon Church thinks you should pay 10% of your gross income for truth. The Bard says no. Any truth that I have, you can have for free. So if you're interested in the book, take a look at Google. The first book of David, and it's by Levi Freud. Anyway, let me tell you, I've had some good times since I haven't been with you. I've been on hiatus. I had an experience the other day that reminded me that Jesus is still in my life, even though I don't want him there. He's still there. I woke up one morning and my wife came in and said, honey, the refrigerator is making a noise. Now, when a refrigerator makes a noise, it's been my experience, you're screwed. You're screwed. It's not going to quit making a noise, and when it does quit making a noise, the refrigerator usually quits. Now, I just bought this refrigerator, it's been about 8 months ago, I guess, 9 months ago. And I paid $2,000. It has ice, it has dancing girls, it has beer taps, it has everything on it. And it's supposed to work for 100 years. So I go out to hear it, and it sounds like NASA, you know, sending a space shuttle off. It sounds like the little rocket man from North Korea on a test missile. And I'm saying to myself, God, why does this shit happen to me? I buy new stuff so I don't have these worries. Well, I have these worries. So I'm looking at the machine. What do? You can't take a refrigerator apart unless you're a repairman, and I'm certainly not on a refrigerator. Sounds like the compressor's going, so I push the buttons, the ice maker, it dances. I push the buttons to the refrigerator, it dances. And the only way that the sound goes off is if you pull the plug on the fridge, and I go, that ain't an option. That ain't an option. The plug has to be in the wall. So anyway, I go, God damn, why am I having this life? It's going to be a Bard day. I can tell it's going to be a Bard day. So I said to my wife, I'm going to take and get out of this house. I can't stand this stress and this pressure and this pain and the expense. I'm getting out of here. So I run over to the front door, and I grab the handle to the front door, and I'll be damned if it doesn't come off in my hand. The son of a bitch. The door didn't open. The door didn't open. The handle came off in my hand. Now, I'm saying to myself, this is really going to be a Bard day. It is definitely a Bard day. I'm going to throw the handle out into the pond, and I thought, well, then I'll have a hard time finding it to fix it. So I thought, well, so now I'm digging in the handle of the door on the side of the door, trying to get it to open on the other side of the door. And I'm saying all the time that I'm doing this, I'm listening to this jet engine. with my refrigerator about to launch into outer space. Now, I had a repairman. I called and had a repairman, and he was on his way. Mysteriously, the fridge stopped making the noise, and I thought, oh shit, it's not working at all. And I go over, and the ice maker's making ice, and the refrigerator's keeping things cold. So I called the repair place, and I said, I'm going to cancel my appointment. My refrigerator is working again. And she said, what did you do? And I said, I prayed to Jesus. She said, well, sometimes that works. And I said, yeah, and sometimes it doesn't work, but this time Jesus fixed my refrigerator, so don't send your man out for $150. Okay, well, as of this writing right now, the refrigerator is quiet, it's doing its job. Ty, my father-in-law, repaired the door handle. That didn't cost me $150 like I knew it was going to. And the bar day has been basically saved. The report on the temple in Bountiful with the Moroni statue, it's still down. It's still down. Trying to get a new Moroni and new marble to put that statue on is just costing a fortune. I wouldn't be surprised if it's $800,000 to replace that statue. Now my book that has been written has a very interesting, he's done a really good job. He put the angel Moroni on the front of the book with lightning striking Moroni and then my picture under it, and I thought that's pretty clever. And the book's about 130 pages, and it has some of his favorite stories verbatim. He said he transcribed all of the words to certain stories that he liked and then had them set in print. So anyway, if you're interested in the book, buy it. I don't care. If you're not, don't buy it. I don't care, because I don't make a cent on it. But he's worked hard. He's put money into it. And if it's an interest to you, fine. Go ahead and buy a copy. One of the things that's changed at BYU, I kind of wanted to pass by you too. When I was at BYU in 1972, I graduated in 72 from BYU. If you drank Coke or Dr. Pepper or Pepsi and it had caffeine in it, you were shunned. You were banned and you were shunned by other students on campus. Those that wanted to live the religion purely would not drink Coke or Dr. Pepper, and they said it was because of the caffeine in the drink, and that was part of the word of wisdom. Well, most of us that were in the church who were reasonable knew that wasn't true, but we didn't want to be shunned, so, you know, we'd sneak off of campus and go get a Coke. Well, just in the last week or so, guess what? Guess what? Monson had a vision, and he's now allowing Coke to be sold on the BYU campus in Provo, Utah. I never thought I'd see the day, and just a little caption went along with it that the Coca-Cola hasn't been served there since the 1950s, and that basically it has nothing to do with the word of wisdom, that people can have Cokes and still have Temple recommends, and that the caffeine in a Coke has nothing to do with the Temple recommend. So here we go, the church making another U-turn. Every time they make a U-turn, it seems like their head goes up their butt. That's the U-turn that they make. But anyway, you can buy a Coke now on the BYU campus. So I just wanted to thank you all, those of you that have been concerned. My health is still good. I'm getting old. I can't walk as far as I used to be able to walk, and life is good to me, very good to me right now. I mean, my daughter, Abby, she's in college. She finally got into a college, and she's doing very well. My little 14-year-old is so mature. She's 14, going on 30, and she'll be driving in 5 or 6 months. Now 3 or 4 months, and I got to teach her how to drive. So my life is good. My wife is good. Everything is good, but the Mormon Church, it was never good. It was tolerable for 50-some years, but after that it wasn't. So, O God, hear the words of my mouth. O God, hear the words of my mouth. Pele Ale 3 times. The true order of prayer. Health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and in the sinews, power in the priesthood be upon me, and upon my posterity through all generations of time, and throughout all eternity. That is the name of this second token of the Melchizedek priesthood, the patriarchal grip, or sure sign of the nail. I may do a few more videos. I'm getting a little bit relaxed. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you very much. The bard is now gone.